What is up, guys? Pie Muffin here, and we are back with some more Trails into Reverie. Last time we did Freddy's little cuisine adventure. It's called Ultimate Wilderness Cooking, but he obviously didn't cook it in the wilderness. Little story about little competition that was going to be held about who was going to I guess have their food at the banquet at Prince Oliver's wedding, and you actually kind of get blue-balled. You don't actually find out who actually ends up getting to have their food there. Unless I'm just completely mistaken. Let me see. Yeah, they don't... And so the review panel came to an end without incident, and all the dishes presented passed it. Oh, okay, so that's what they mean. So everyone who entered had their food presented at the wedding. Okay. Because at the end, I was just like, they didn't tell us who the winner was. And I really felt like I was just like being like bamboozled, that it was just like, oh, we're not going to tell you. But I guess everyone, so Sandy, Yuna, Margarita, Freddy. Who am I forgetting? Oh, and Tita. So all 5 of them had their food presented at the wedding, so that's cool. Okay. Feel a little less upset about that now. Alright, but now we're not done with Marquis Ballade yet. We had him in the last Daydream, but now we have him in another one. Something with Marquis Ballade and Jingo. 1 lucky stone and 1 unlucky ship. Let's see what happens. Alright, we're in Heimdallar, the Ost district, where Machias normally lives. Oh, hey, Josette. Phew, finally, it took a while to pin down the address. Right, Jingo's new store in the capital. Special delivery. Long time no see, Jingo. So did Josette just bring those giant boxes in by herself? True to our slogan, you can always count on Capua. So yeah, I got your goods right here. Gotta say, I'm impressed you opened a new branch smack dab in the middle of Heimdallar, especially at your age. It's no big deal, really. I made some good connections during the war. All I did was put them to use. You chose a damn good spot to set up shop too. It's perfect for 9 volley. Doesn't stand out too much, but still easy enough to find walking around. A perfect balance, I would reckon. Well, the shop that was here moved closer to the heart of the city. I figured I'd better snatch the prime real estate while I can. How much cash do you have that you can just afford a building? I mean, obviously she had a building back in Leaves, but I'm sure you guys know, a successful enterprise has a lot of moving parts, and good luck's one of them. Oh yeah, don't we know it? Sure thing, we've always got your back, logistically speaking, of course. Although I gotta admit... What? As nice as it is to make it good here, it's still not quite enough to where I want to take this business in the long term. Sounds like someone's not planning to settle down anytime soon then. Well, whatever direction you choose to take, we'll deliver junk to make it happen. Honestly, I'm looking for less on-demand delivery from you and more me on demand. Huh? I'm not sure I follow. Speed is king in this day and age. You gotta keep up with society's shifting demands or you'll be left eating dust. Don't you think? I mean, sure, I guess. You gotta figure out what your customers want before they know what they want. Stock up fast and then dispatch it to them. Whether we're smuggling or selling stuff on the front lines, you need means to scoot wherever, whenever you're needed. Okay, I think I know what you're getting at now. I know this will sound rich coming from me, but I wouldn't try getting into anything too dangerous if I were you, Jingo. Well, that's where you guys come in. What can I do to get you to give me the Bobcat too? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Don't you think you're getting a little ahead of yourself here? I figured you wanted an airship, yeah, but why's it gotta be the Bobcat too? Well, if I want to lug around heavy machinery, or heavy weaponry, I need something big. Would be swell if I could get one as big as the Courageous too. But an airship that huge needs a crew to run it, and that's a little out of my zone right now. Or not zone, but I got too much Mira sunk into the shop now to buy big. You get the idea. I don't think money alone is going to get you the Courageous. Anyway, that's why I want your bucket of bolts, respectfully speaking, of course. It's perfect for an operation my size, and I like how easily it moves and how easy you can soup it up. She's already proven herself out on the field, so I know she can handle herself in a scrap. When I hear you guys are looking to switch to a new ship as you expand your own business, right? So how about selling it off to me on the cheap? Who knows? Might always help me think of you when I need a delivery. So that's your angle. Well, sorry, but we're not upgrading to a bigger ship. We're gonna go for a bunch of smaller ones instead. We realized that would better suit our business structure for the time being. What? You're kidding me? Nope, I don't know what else to say other than sorry, I guess? You gotta reconsider. If you act now, I'll throw in dispatching with Cerberus here, free of charge. Sure drive a hard bargain, but there's no changing our minds. It's got sentimental value, you know. Tell me more about your dispatching Cerberus thing, though. I'm into it. Damn, so much for my genius scheme. Oh, don't let it get you down. I'm sure something good will come along soon. Like you said, luck's a part of business. Crap, look at the time. I better get on with my next delivery. See you around and don't be a stranger. You know we love working with you. Guess that's a wash. Sigh. Where'd Cerberus go? What's gotten into you, boy? What, you trying to give me this to cheer me up or something? What is it? What a weird stone. Where'd you pick up this thing anyway? So you grabbed it because it smelled nice? I mean, I don't smell anything, but I don't have a dog nose either. Oh, alright, I'll quit moping. Can't throw myself a pity party forever. We got more important stuff to do. Thanks, partner. You're already turning into a fine hound if this is how you look out for your master. If only it were so easy getting my mitts on a big proper ship. Oh, is that how Marquise Ballad's gonna come in? She's gonna... Yeah, a lucky stone is gonna lead to her getting a ship from him. Well, I mean, this building currently isn't here anymore, but in this story it is. Greetings, my beloved granduncle. I trust you are doing well. Would that I could be there in person for this. First, allow me to offer my congratulations for becoming the acting ruler of the Lamar province. Wow. With His Excellency having returned to the Imperial capital, normally it would fall to me as the next Duchess to take position. However, since I am but a student, I feel that responsibility is too heavy for me to bear. But I'm relieved to know you have taken up the position, Granduncle. I know now that Lamar province is in good hands. Therefore, I have several ideas pertaining to Lamar's governance that I'd like to share with you. So I've included the materials, and so I believe it would be best approach moving forward. I pray for your continued success and health. Your beloved grandniece, Mildine. Grr. Beloved granduncle, my foot. Of course I'm not doing well. My lord, please calm yourself. How can I be calm when that little brat is... You speak of Lady Mildine? whatever might be the matter with her. She ran off with the title of next Duchess, but she still pushes all the work on me. Responsibility is too heavy. Lies. She wrote down all the policies she expects me to enact in excruciating detail. Yet she makes me do all the heavy lifting when she lives her carefree student life. What an annoyance this is. I mean, it's better than you being in the governance position and not having help. If I may ask, my lord, precisely why did you accept the position of acting ruler? It was requested of me from the government. If I turned it down, my position would only worsen. Why, I had no idea. Of course, there's a very real possibility the girl might mess this up. So it's my job, as her nobleman granduncle, to show her how it's done. My word, such familial bonds, your kindness truly knows no bounds, my lord. Oh, God. Nonsense. I'd simply rather our family name not drag through the mud. Duly done, my lord. That said, I wasn't expecting they'd dump the responsibility of looking after the unmanned naval fortress on me as well. If memory serves, during the restructuring of the Imperial military, the division here was moved elsewhere. There's no entertainment to be had here, and it takes far too long to get to Ordis. It's like 5 minutes. Who do they think I am? If this is an official request, you mustn't leave the fortress unmanned for an extended period. You'll have to attend to public business here. Would that I had an airship, travel wouldn't be an issue. My ships were seized when I was hit with the appropriation of public funds. But these dark days will soon be behind me. I plan to buy my own personal airship soon, after all. Speaking of which, how goes developments on that end? You've explored options, yes? Ah, that business, My lord, it pains me to say, but I implore you to be more careful. How so? Recall, if you will, the traveling fortune teller you recently invited to the fortress. Of course, that young woman clad in black, yes? I called her here to kill some time. Oh, Beryl? According to her reading, you should avoid frivolous spending for the time being. Otherwise, misfortune shall befall you. Well, about that. You'd have to be mad to believe the words of a suspicious woman. I am the great nobleman, Balad. I would never fear such nonsense. The plan remains unchanged, and soon I'll fly wherever my whims take me. Wahahaha. Well, he hasn't changed. Oh, well. Speaking of the devil. We got a customer. Well, it's your lucky day. As it so happens, we're having a fire sale, boom, on grenades. Fancy a case or 3? I can pack them right up. Oh, I don't need anything so crude. We're all bound in a tangled web of fate, and the threads that pull me hither and hence decreed I must visit your curious store. Sure like to talk funny, miss. Well, whatever. Looking's free. You're welcome to check out the merch. Oh, is this stone what I think it is? You some kind of rockophile? If I'm not mistaken, this thing appeared in Libero. Wait, you know about it? Care to explain what it is? I sense mysterious waves emanating from the stone. In fact, it may be something of a sacred object that brings good fortune. You think so? I don't have a damn clue about it. Just looks like a million other rocks I've seen. I gotta ask, who are you anyway? I am but a traveling fortune teller. I travel upon the whims of a higher power in search of the mysterious. Tell me, would you be willing to part with the stone? I'd like ever so much to have it. I mean, sure, I'm willing to sell it, but I don't know what sort of price you're supposed to put on a plain old rock. In that case, I propose a trade. Oh, God. Let's say you give me the stone in exchange for this work of art. I spent nights toiling on it. Be real with me here. This thing's got a hex on it or something? Oh, no, not at all. It's simply an ordinary doll. I placed no curses on it whatsoever. Or would you prefer if it had some? Nah, I'm good, thanks. I can't come up with a legit reason to hang on to the rock, to be honest. So yeah, sure, you got yourself a deal. Wonderful. Having owned this stone, fortune is sure to visit you ere long. And with that, I shall take my leave. May we meet again when our fates cross once more. So long. Why did Beryl want that stone, though? And she said it appeared in Liberal. This thing appeared in Liberal. What stone is it? Well, she was an oddball, but that could have gone worse. Maybe I should think about stocking up on fortune-telling stuff, too. What is Beryl up to? Who are you, Beryl? My lord, I have something to report. Oh, what is it? All this paperwork has put me in a foul mood. Sure, this can wait till later. Are you certain, my lord? The airship you purchased has arrived. But if you're feeling unwell, by all means, please rest. Wait, my ship is here? Indeed, the dealer has delivered it to the rooftop. At long last, a sweet treat to offset all this bitterness. Bring me to the ship at once. But my lord, were you not feeling... Oh, forget that, I'm perfectly fine. I simply must see my ship. If you'll just follow me, then. Ooh, I'm practically frothing at the mouth at the ship's prospects. I've not had the pleasure of beholding it personally yet, as I left the details to the dealer. But surely an airship like the Panther Girl would be well suited to a great nobleman such as myself. Even if it not be grand in scale, provided it's dignified and majestic, it should serve my lofty needs. My aesthetic tastes have been finely honed over the years. I'll not easily accept any less than the finest. Uh-oh. Now the moment of truth. Where is my ship? Right before you, my lord. Again I ask, where is my ship? Yes, my lord, here it is before you. But this is little more than a dinghy. This is definitely... Obviously, the story, I'm guessing, is going to end up in this ship going to, Jingo. This is your recently purchased private airship, my lord. Absurdity. You can't possibly be suggesting that I ride this flying piece of detritus. According to the broker, the ship is one of RF's most evergreen products. It's received numerous modifications, and its engine has been replaced with that of a new model. It is, in fact, a tremendously high-speed aircraft. Damn the speed, it's an eyesore, I say. A cankerous pustule of a ship. Nothing about its build quality befits a man of my caliber. What of the ship I was so fond of when I was considering my options? Of which ship do you speak, my lord? You know, the one, the stunning ship designed after Valflame Palace. It lacked potential buyers and was thus discontinued for being unprofitable. I beg your pardon? The one of the other ship, the one that resembled a fancy hotel, complete with an indoor pool. Quality control concerns inflated its price far beyond your budget, my lord. I had no choice but to turn down the offer. You what? I suppose many of my belongings have been repossessed, this is true. Well, one of the cutting-edge, high-speed passenger ship developed by the factory in Liberal. Sure, it's a commercial vehicle that lacks the noble personality I desire, but it was quite a comfortable ride, I'll admit. Surely our budget could have covered that. That particular model is incredibly popular. It's been sold out for some time. Pre-orders are booked all the way through next year, as a matter of fact. Blast it, factories in small countries are worse than worthless. They can learn a thing or two, or 1,000 from our production model. Regardless, I am far from satisfied. What possessed you to buy a ship, anathema to my fine tastes? My lord, I believe you strictly demanded that you broker a ship no matter what. That does ring a bell, true. Do cheer up, my lord. Appearances aside, I'm sure it will prove the most useful during travel. I was so hopeful. My very own majestic, magnificent ship, the envy of all. I beg your pardon? Damn, you really got the hook up here. I had no idea there was anywhere in Heimdallr that sold this kind of merch. Somebody sure knows their stuff. Welcome to the Nine Volley Heimdallr branch. As it happens, we only set up shop recently. Nine Volley, Nine Volley, Nine Volley. What's up? Oh! They look like they could be sisters, honestly. You're that little squirt from Crossbell. And you're with the Red Constellation. What's it been, like 2 years? Damn, of all the places to find you, you and your shop have definitely taken good care of us. Are those all of her bags? Can't believe you're doing business in the freaking capital these days. Not bad, Pipsqueak, not bad. Thanks, sounds like the society's keeping you plenty busy yourself these days. Well, what can I say? A lot can happen in 2 years. I hear that. Whoa, get a load of that. I love it already. Oh, the doll? You mean that doll? Just to be clear, it's not cursed or anything, in case you were wondering. Who would ever want to curse such a cute doll? What? Cute? Seriously? Yeah, it's hella cute. I've always wanted dolls like this, but this one's really my jam. Hey, as long as you like it, it's no skin off my back. Alright, hopefully I remember to cut that skip part out. And my dog barking, I have to go take care of that. There is a slight chance I don't remember. This video needs a cut, though. But anyways, you gonna buy it or what? I'd love to, but unfortunately I'm traveling light on Mira at the moment. Wait, I know. How about you trade me the... Oh my god, it's gonna be this long trading thing and she's gonna end up with an airship somehow. How about you trade me this for it? What on earth? What is this, a bomb? Can't say I've never seen one like it. No surprises there, it's an orbital mine, just developed. Basically, it blows up when it detects orbital energy. You don't say, wonders never cease. Yup, Lady Belle decided to throw it together for shits and giggles. I took one for myself because I figured it'd be fun to have, but it's kind of burning a hole in my pocket. So I figured I ought to pass it on. What do you say? That good enough for you? Sure, you got yourself a deal. Rad, thanks, little one. No, thank you. It's not every day I score something like this. Not to change the subject, but what's that luggage you're hauling around there? Looks like it weighs a good amount. You got a flight on your plate somewhere after this? Might be a good idea to add a launcher to your arsenal. I'll sell it to you on the cheap. Sorry to disappoint, but all I've got in there are clothes and stuff. Nothing out of the ordinary. Actually, I went to Thor's with old Princey boy Cedric for a while. Before I left, I forgot to even pack my shit up. Fast forward to yesterday when I finally remembered. Figured I'd try my luck and see if it was still lying around. Get this. It was all sitting in a corner of Dolphy's room. Nice and tidy, just waiting for me to pick it up. Couldn't believe my damn eyes. Dolphy, as in the Class 7 instructor? Oh, Class 8 instructor. Never would have pegged him to be the soft for the likes of you. I know, right? But crazier things have happened. Anyway, my time on campus was pretty lame. Never wound up bumping into anyone fun. Like, I would have even settled with falling in with some of the run-of-the-mill burnouts and ditching class on the regular. But no, place is duller than my chainsaw after a good messy workout. Oh yeah, I'm with you 100%. Thor's ain't without its share of capable students, but they're all too straight-laced for their own good. They'd be more fun if they dropped the prim and proper act and gave in to their inner desires, if you ask me, at least once in a blue moon. Seriously, finally, someone who gets me. This is a terrifying conversation to be having. I don't like dealing with total stiffs any more than you do. I hear you loud and clear, trust me. We are vibing so hard right now. Team Ginger, rise up. I think you and I are gonna be real good pals. Same. Hope I see you more often from now on. You'll always be welcome here at 9 Volley. Great. Alright, so... are we gonna switch back to Marquis Ballade? My lord! What is it now? Why are you in such a panic? You have a guest. So turn them away. I don't remember making any appointments. The guest is from the inspectorate. What? Is it gonna... Yep. Hi, Machias. Pardon me. I'm Inspector Machias Regnitz from the Government Accountability Inspectorate. Marquis Ballade, I'm here to investigate you under suspicion of appropriating public funds. What? I've told you once, I've told you 1,000 times, I've done nothing wrong. I'm just doing my job, sir. Do you really think such a heavy-handed investigation is necessary? Marquis, if I may. When you were Lamar's province provisionary leader, you misused your authority multiple times, did you not? Well, you see, at the time I had assumed House Cayenne would be mine. Motives aside, your previous offenses stand. As such, you've been added to a list of high-profile individuals. And subsequently, when something suspicious occurs, the rules require that it must be investigated post-haste. Needless to say, the inspectorate has released an official warrant, so please don't make this any more difficult than it has to be. Oh, and I'll be proceeding with the investigation on my own, so feel free to return to your work. How can I possibly focus on work? Well, that's interesting. So regarding your most recent use of funds, pancakes, cream puffs, eclairs, tarts, pudding, macaroons, tiramisu, waffles, bun cakes. Are you running a bakery? A fine post-meal dessert is an unshakable nobility tradition. Well, nobility are... it's kind of hilarious. Machias being here dealing with nobility. I'm pretty sure that many treats in a short span goes well beyond a post-meal dessert. Not to be rude, but might I suggest showing a bit more self-restraint? You must really watch your blood sugar at your age. Impudence. With the kind of stress I deal with on a day-to-day basis, I need sweets to keep my head on straight. I didn't realize you were so stressed. According to your purchase records, we have bonding with your niece in 8 easy steps. The doofus guide to being adored by a younger relative. He wants Muse to, he wants to get along with Muse, so you won't give him a hard time. Huh, are these related to Muse? I mean, Lady Mildine? Absolutely not. I'd sooner chew on quartz than bond with the likes of her. These books are simply to prepare myself in the unlikely event of a worthy niece. Noted. I'm sure things are rough, so best of luck with that. I mean, if Muse keeps pushing Rain, who knows? Moving right along. Hair tonics, hair recuperation supplements, scalp massage appointments. I suppose you worrying about this sort of thing? Must you offer your editorializing? My apologies. And for the record, hard workers like yourself are among the types who lose their hair. You're a young one, but to let your guard down and you'll be as bald as an egg before you realize it. Yeah, I'll be careful. Machias is barely 20. I'm sure he's fine. After careful investigation, I've concluded there's no evidence of appropriation of public funds by Marquis Ballad. I apologize for taking up your time, and I thank you for your cooperation. What about the airship? See, what I tell you, my word, I've never been so embarrassed. I'll be sure to report my findings directly to the inspectorate. This will surely help mend some of the lost trust. Well, so long as you spread word of my greatness, I can consider it water under the bridge. What, if I may ask, cast suspicion on me this time? Well, if I'm not mistaken, you recently purchased an airship, correct? Oh, okay. Well, airships don't exactly come cheap. And the timing overlapped with you starting your new position, which raised a pretty big red flag. Are you mean to tell me it was all due to the ship? To be frank, yes. Stupid ship. Okay, so it wasn't... I thought it was gonna end with, like, the ship not being on the records, and then they were gonna... Okay. You guys, customers, if you need something, ask Cerberus there. He'll get you boys taken care of. Looks like your little helper's turning into a fine dog. Forget the rest of your merch. I want to buy this fine furball. Oh, it's you two from Zephyr. Been a while. Sorry, but I don't run a pet shop here. Cerberus ain't for sale. Haha, I'm only pulling your leg. We're here to restock on some ammunition. Wonder what Zephyr's up to right now. And to see how your little shop's shaping up. Your mom's been wondering about you. Well, I'm doing just peachy over here. Next time you see Mama, you can tell her she's got nothing to worry about. I can see that. Must be happy business is booming for you. It'd be booming more if there was a war going on. I get my fair share of weirdos here, but if nothing else, there's never a dull moment. How about you boys? You holding up okay? Indeed, we're traveling around the continent to rebuild the organization right now, as a matter of fact. Okay, Zephyr rebuilding, but which one of you is the leader? It's a lot of work, I'll tell you what, but the boss man entrusts us with Zephyr's future, so we can't let him down. I mean, it'd be great if Garcia rejoined them. Maybe Garcia takes over as leader. That'd be kind of nice. Times like this, it's hard not to wish our little chick hadn't changed course and put her skills to use elsewhere. We could use them right. That's your own fault. You're the ones that ditched her. And what's done is done. All we can do is figure things out one step at a time ourselves. Agreed. Can't say I really get what you two are going on about, but it sounds like you got your work cut out for you. But you don't look too beat up about it, so I guess it's gone well enough. Anyway, I've really got to bolster my lineup, so if you two need anything, ask away. I've got the goods. In that case, let's start off with the usual. We also need these two topped off, and from there... They're gonna want the bomb, aren't they? This should be just about everything. Cool. Anything else I can do for you boys? Nope, I think we're set. Unless you've gotten anything fun in recently you suspect might interest us, that is. You know, a customer did recently trade something in I bet you two might like. Whoa, what the hell is that bad boy? It looks like some kind of reactive bomb, but if you don't recognize it, Zeno, then I have no hope of knowing what it is either. Actually, you're right on track there. But unlike the bombs you're thinking of, it doesn't blow up on impact. Instead, it blows up when it detects orbital energy. It's called an orbital mine. You don't say. Shit, this is news to me. I've never heard of anything like that. Figured you hadn't. What you see is the only one of its kind right here. Damn, I better take this baby home and disassemble it to see how it works, or else my name isn't the Trapmaster. So you're buying? Great, I'll hook you up with a discount. It's kind of offer, but for something that rare, I'd feel bad buying it for less than it's really worth. How about I trade you this for it? I was planning on selling it somewhere down the line anyway, so might as well. What is it? Whoa, a Mishi statue and a golden one too. That's not all that's great about him. See his face? Those eyebrows, it's retro Mishi. I don't see it. Does it really look that different? Tisk tisk, you need to study your Mishi history, my friend. Retro Mishi's absolutely different. Zeno, a Mishi appreciator? This guy was around back when Michelin first opened up. The furrowed eyebrows make him look way sassier. In fact, some fans absolutely prefer this one over the bumbling oaf that most people now associate with the Mishi brand. I see, you're alarmingly knowledgeable about your imaginary cat, Zeno. That's because at one point I was thinking of putting together a small autonomous bomb in its likeness and needed to do some research. Oh, come on, say something, will you? Your silence is killing me. In any case, I'm impressed you managed to get your hands on this thing. And I've been around the block long enough to know pure gold when I see it, right? Yep, you've got a keen eye there. You remember Speaker Hartman? I think so. He was that big shot in the Crossbell Deet, yeah? Yeah, we remember him. I'm sure he's still locked up. He was pro-Arabonia, but got himself arrested 2 years back after he got too deep, if I recall. Yeah, he was working with the cult. Bingo. After he fell from power and tried to run, he came to us for protection for a time. Oh. His arrest took place after our contract with him expired, but not before we received the Mishi as our payment. From what I understand, he used the power of his office to get it made for him when the park was still under construction. Damn, that's one hell of a backstory. That park sure has a lot of dark secrets. I hear some stuff went down there during the whole Azure Tree incident, too. Anyway, we're getting sidetracked here. So, my Mishi statue for your Orbital Mountain, that sounds a fair trade to you? You bet. It's a deal, my friend. Oh yeah, before you go, I guess the guild branch in Heimdallar is back up and running. Might find old Sylphid there with any luck. Oh, so you're saying Fee might be in town. Maybe we ought to sneak into the building and take a look for ourselves. You do know that if you two get caught, they're not going to let you off easy, right? Not to worry, if that happens, we'll just show them a good time. Physically, it'll be a good chance to gauge everyone's strength. Of course. What he said, no big deal. Well, don't say I didn't warn you. Just don't go wreaking too much havoc if you can help it. Could just walk through the front door and just say you're here to say hi. Absurdity. I can't believe that young lady is making me attend the Imperial Provincial Council. Oh yeah, it's that time of year again. So it was a year ago that the Provincial Council happened in Cold Steel 3. That's so crazy. Even though it was 2 games ago. As a matter of fact, she will be meeting with you at the venue and attending the council as well. Oh, is that so? Fair enough. But no, it is most certainly not fair. Why involve me at all? Per Lady Mildean's words, I bet having Grand Uncle present will make this a more worthwhile council, especially as he tends to government affairs. I suppose she does have a point. Fine, I, the great nobleman Balad, shall forge the way forward for these young lords. He really should, after what we saw in Freddy's story, we really should just have Marquis Balad do something with food. One thing he's good at. And so I end up riding this accursed thing after all. This is indeed the best means of travel, as our destination is another province. If I'm not mistaken, this will be your first time boarding it since your purchase. I loathe this ship, but I'd be a fool not to take advantage of something I spent a significant sum of mirror on. Got up there quick. My lord, the ship is yet to undergo pre-launch examination. Do please wait here. I believe the servants who are to act as the crew shall be arriving momentarily. Servants? I'm in no rush. I simply wanted to be the first to board the ship, my ship. What? What is going on? Lord Marquis? A bunch of birds came out of it. Won't laugh so hard if he got swindled. There's nothing inside. Oh no. Accursed birds. I know it hasn't been used for a time, but never would I have imagined birds would make a nest in it. Even wildlife is against me now, and it's all because of this damned airship. Still, it's in overall great shape, it just needed a little maintenance. We'll be able to reach the conference in short order. But as much as I loathe this accursed contraption, it is quite comfortable to ride. We are currently passing over log. Oh yeah, where is it taking place? Because obviously, if it was in Ordis, they would just take a car there. What speed this airship has? We'll be in Lamar airspace and we'll be out of Lamar airspace in no time at all. Excellent. Well, I am exhausted, so do wake me when we arrive. As you wish, your lordship. What is happening? I apologize, but the ship isn't responding. What? The engine stopped and the controls are non-functional. If we don't fix it, we're going to crash. How could this be? Did the pre-flight inspection find nothing? No! I don't want to die, I don't want to die, I don't want to die. Can anyone in there hear me? Oh! This is gonna... I see. This lines up with Tita's thing. Tita saves him. Who are you? There's no time to explain. Just please hold on tight to something. I'll do what I can. I totally forgot about this, even though we just did that. Something is gently lowering us to the ground. We've landed safely. We've made it. So it seems. I genuinely thought that was the end for me. I'd love nothing more than to sincerely thank whoever came to our rescue. But first... You useless lump of metal. Your lordship, what are you doing? I can't believe that fortune teller was right all along. Why did I put all the money on this ship? It has brought me nothing but misfortune. I've had enough of this miserable life. I'm not going back to Yuno. And as for this abominable ship, dispose of it. I never wish to see it again. He did say he wanted to thank whoever saved... Oh, okay, we're in Crossbell now. So that's how you got your mitts on this bad boy, huh? It's a pretty crazy turn of events. You're telling me there wasn't a dull moment over there at the other branch, I swear. I bet there wasn't. Still, why are you leaving this thing with me? I thought you were crazy for that cat, just like every kid your age. That weird face retro mission he's got just ain't doing it for me. I don't think he'd bring much to my collection, you know? Anyway, the way I figure, we've got the best shot of selling that thing here on his home turf in Crossbell. So what do you say, Mama? Think you can find him a good home? Oh yeah, no problem. I laid some bait out yesterday, so you might say I'm pretty sure someone's gonna buy sooner or... I want him. You have to let me have him. Ha, told you, didn't I? Alright, Jingo, you know what to do. Go close that deal. Hey, you're that tiny squirt who's with the SSS, ain't you? Talk about the pot calling the tea kettle black, but never mind that. When I heard you had a super rare Mishi statue in stock, I came running as fast as I could. Are the rumors true? Oh, they're true, alright. But it's the middle of the day. Ain't you supposed to be at work or something? Are you serious? Mishi's my top priority in life. I'd drop anything to get to him. That was a joke, by the way. I'm not that hardcore. I was just too excited to focus on my work, so the others told me to come and check it out. Sure sounds to me like Mishi's your top priority, but what do I know? Look, I don't care what you think. Are you going to show me that Mishi statue or not? It would be her, wouldn't it? Alright, feast your eyes on this. He's so shiny, it's not every day you get to see him in his original form either. What a dazzling work of art. I can hardly stand to gaze upon such majesty with my mortal eyes. Why is her hair and jacket blowing? Could have fooled me. You can't even peel your peepers off the thing for a second. Is Retro Mishi your fave or something? It's not that. I love all Mishi in all his beautiful forms, no matter what shape he takes. You might even say I'm a misanthrope. Misanthrope? Is that even a word? Geez, you must really love Mishi if you have to come up with new vocab to describe how you feel. When I first learned the truth about Mishi, it tormented me greatly. Oh, that there's a guy inside of it? But eventually I realized something important. All Mishis are beautiful and deserve my love, so here I am. I remember when we did that little side quest back in Azure, where Lloyd had to wear the suit for once, and you met the original guy who normally wears it, and Tio was just like dumbstruck. Right, looks like I have a long way to go before I can call myself a true Mishi fan like you, Bluehead. You know what? Go ahead and have him. Really? Are you sure? Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. I'll treasure him for the rest of my days. He'll be a family heirloom. How much do I owe you? Zilch, don't worry about it. He belongs with you. Don't be ridiculous. It'd be an insult to Michi himself if I didn't offer you something in return for such a masterpiece. That said, I don't have much Mira to my name. How about I trade you a certain something for it? Does that sound fair? Oh, what do you have in mind? Well... What is it? Well, we're gonna find out later, I guess. A few days later. What? Never thought I'd get my hands on one of these. Oh, so this is how it lines up. It's a high-speed aircraft that a noble family disposed of once upon a time. Once upon a time, like literally recently. Oh, and this explains why, obviously Jingo was using the ship during this game. The Foundation was supposed to take care of scrapping it, but other than being behind on maintenance, it's still in good shape. Getting rid of it would be such a waste. I'll make arrangements for it to be handed over as recycling, we'll call it. It'll cost the Foundation a pretty mirror to dispose of it, so you'd actually be doing us a favor by taking it. After all, I know you can make good use of it, Jingo. Consider it yours. Yeah, it all started with that. But there's your good fortune. And that's why all the bad fortune just came to the Marquise. The Argo. So that's it, right? I assume that's the whole story? Yep, okay. One lucky stone and one unlucky ship. Although the ship's pretty lucky with her now. Well, Marquise Ballade should have listened to Beryl, shouldn't have bought that ship, and wouldn't have had all this misfortune. Alright, so now we only have, at least until the post-game, we only have one more story to do. We'll still have a handful of stories to do in the post-game. I don't think there's that many in the post-game. I think maybe another 5 or 6. Yeah, so next time we'll do Unlimited Blade Crafts. And then we'll have one more video to do the rest of those side ones. And then that'll be it. So that's going to be it, guys. Hope you all enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new to the channel. I'll see you next time. Have a wonderful day, everyone.